Hi, Horry County School Board. My name is Abigail Tuanaki, and I am a third grade teacher at Conway Elementary School. Today, we're going to be talking through some findings that we have discovered in our third grade unit in regards to test scores and some problems that are arising even just with attendance and things like that. So to start, we tested 50 students in all of the subjects we teach, that being math, reading, science, social studies, and science. Of those 50 in math, we had 20 tests low, which would be 40% of our third graders struggling in math. In reading, we had 10% tests low, which would be 20%. In science, we had another 20 tests low, which would be 40%. And then in social studies, we had 15 students test low, which would be 30%. So there's clearly a need for academic support. There's a few ways that we believe that we could advance and encourage learning in these ways. One would be pulling those students who specifically tested low and creating an individualized learning plan for them. How can we meet their needs? Where are they struggling? Is it something we can add added support in school? Is there a way we can reach out to families at home and figure out what resources are lacking to provide them at home? Another one would be professional development for us as educators. Some students just learn in a different way, so having more seasoned educators come in for a training on how to teach math in a different way, or how to teach reading in a different way, and get creative with some teaching tools to fill up our teachers' toolboxes, we feel as educators would benefit not only ourselves but our students. And then another idea we had would be to do peer tutoring and collaborative learning. So pair a few 5th or 6th grade students with these third graders once a week in these things, or in these subjects, to help them just learn and be encouraged to try their best and work alongside a peer who's a bit older than them, and kind of create some responsibility and accountability there. And then center times in the classroom. And to do all this, there's obviously resources that are needed. So for the individualized learning plans, I think that takes time on a teacher's end to just maybe have an assistant come in the classroom 1 or 2 days in the week so that they can meet with these kids. Development for teachers would be to have that provided for us as a work day. And then peer tutoring would be working alongside other classrooms to make time to fit that in our schedules, as well as providing some fun resources for centers just to spark up that interest. And then lastly, just parent involvement. Find a way to provide resources to parents who maybe are lacking and need some parenting help, or they need resources for their homes or things like that. So we as a school find that all of these things would be helpful. They'd be helpful getting our kids in the classroom if they're struggling with attendance, and they would be helpful to get their test scores up.